Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Sharifah Shafina with NIM 2024-3252 from Class B Information System Major. Okay, in this video, I will explain to you about big data and web scraping. First, what is web scraping? Web scraping is a process of automatically collecting data or information from websites using scripts or software. Instead of copying data manually, web scraping helps us gather large data quickly and efficiently. The collected data can include text, image, table, links, or other information. Next is main Python library for web scraping. First is request. Request is used to send HTTP requests such as GET or POST and retrieve HTML content from a website. For example, it can be used to get the source code of a web page. And for the second is Beautiful Soup. Beautiful Soup is used to parse HTML files and extract specific elements such as text, classes, tables, text. And for the third is Selenium. Selenium is used for scraping dynamic websites that use JavaScript. Selenium can control a browser to collect data after the page is fully loaded. For example, scrolling page and clicking buttons. Next, why is data important and why must be processed? Data is very important source of information. It helps us understand situation and solve problems accurately. Without data, decisions are usually based on mistakes. Therefore, data process is needed to transform raw data into useful information. The result of data processing can be displayed as tables, charts, or reports. By processing data, we can identify patterns, trends, and useful conclusions. Next is, after completing 2 practical sessions, I learned how to collect website data automatically without manual input. The practicum used 2 methods. First method is web scraper extension. This method is easier and faster because it doesn't require coding. We only need to create a sitemap and selector. And for the second method is Python web scraping. This method is more difficult because it requires programming skills and accuracy. However, Python is more suitable for handling large data sets and complex data processing. And for next slide is, what is big data? Big data is a collection of very large and complex data. This data cannot be processed manually because the amount of information is continuously growing. Big data can include structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. And tools for collecting data, first is web scraping tools, example web scraper extension. Second is API tools, Postman, Rapid AI, Python. Third, database tools, MySQL, PostgreSQL. Next is survey or form tools, example Google Forms. And next is data monitoring, Google Analytics, Facebook Insight. And IoT or sensor tools, example GPS. Next, I will explain to you about web scraping via extension. Okay, this is the website. First, I open the website Real Python Fake Jobs using Google Chrome. Next, I open web scraper extension in Chrome. and click web scraper. And then now I click create new sitemap. Then I give sitemap name, example job scraping. After that, I pass link of the website into start URL box. Then I click create sitemap. After creating the sitemap, I need to create selector. The first selector is the root selector. For the root selector, I fill ID card and type element and select the card. And for the parent selector is root. The selector will collect all job cards because each job is stored inside div card content. Then click Save Selector. After that, I create a child selector to extract the job title. Click Add New Selector, then fill for the ID job, type text, and select the job. And parent selector, you can use card and then save selector. Next, we will create another child selector for company name. For ID is company and type is text and then select. For the parent selector is card and then save selector. Do the same part to make address selector. For the parent selector is card and then save selector. Now, after all selectors are complete, I start scraping the website. Click Scrape and start scraping. And this is the data. After scraping is finished, I export the data. Click Export Data as CSV. This file CSV is contain job title, company name, and address. Next, I will explain to you about web scraping via Python. Okay, I will explain to you about web scraping via Python. First, you can open the Jupyter, and then for the first syntax is import request. Import the request library to send HTTP requests to websites. And then import CSV library to create and write CSV files. From BS4 import Beautiful Soup to parse and extract data from HTML page. And next is response request get the link, sends HTTP get request to the link and store the response in variable response. And then print response status code. prints HTTP status code of the request, and print response text. Next, soup beautiful soup. In this line, it creates a beautiful soup object named soup. Response text contains the entire HTML source code of the web page. HTML parser tells beautiful soup to use Python's built-in HTML parser. And job blocks this line search the HTML and finds all div elements that have the class column is half. The output is stored in job blocks as a list. And this is where HTML tags are taken. Print pekerjaan yang ditemukan pada website is to print how many jobs posting were found. Len job blocks counts the number of job listing, and the result is 100 jobs. Next is result is to create empty list called result. For block in job blocks is loops each job container one by one. And job element block find is to search inside one block to find header 2 elements with class title is 5. So this line extracts the job title element. This is where HTML tags are taken. And job name, job element get text strip true is to extract only the text inside HTML tag, and strip true remove extra space and new lines. So now job name store the job title as plain text. Next is company element. This find header 3 tag inside the job blocks that has class subtitle is 6 company. So this line for company name tag. And this is where the HTML tags are taken. And next line is same as before. And for next line is address element. This line is for find the location. The location is useful because it clearly indicates the location data. So this line capture location tag. So this is where HTML tags are taken. And for this line is same as before. And next is result append job name is for job is for job title, company is for company name, and address is for location. Then all of this is appends that dictionary into result list. And next is looping for item in result, loops each dictionary in the result list. And then print job to item job, company, item company, and address, item address is print job title, company, and address in format string. And next syntax it is this is for open CSV file named job CSV in write mode. And field names, job, company, and address is define the column header for the CSV file. And this syntax is create a CSV writer that writes dictionary into CSV rows. Writer header to writes the header row into CSV file. For item in result, this looping is write each dictionary from result into CSV file. Import pandas, and then import pandas library to work with data, with tabular data. And then table pandas read CSV job CSV is read the CSV file and convert into pandas data frame. And print table for displays the data frame or table output. And this is the output. I think it's enough from me. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.